Miss Williams, I just want to be very blunt with you, okay? You are legally required to step out of the car on a traffic stop when I ask you to, okay?
You asked me to step out of the car to talk.
Correct.
And now you just gave me an explanation. I will step out of the car.
Yes, ma'am.
But you asked me to step out of the car to talk.
Yes, ma'am.
So now you want me to step out of the car because of the reason why?
So I can investigate if you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
You asked me to step out of the car to talk.
Yes, ma'am.
I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
You asked me that after I told you. So now I will step out of the car. I can hear you. You asked me to step out of the car to talk.
Yes, ma'am.
We are talking. There was no reason for me to step out of the car. So now you just gave me a reason. I will step out of the car. You asked me to step out of the car.
The Rosenfeld tells Miss Williams that she is legally required to exit her vehicle, but she pushes back, calm, logical, but firm. The conversation turns into confrontation. Who's right? The citizen asserting her rights or the officer enforcing his authority? Let's break it down. You're watching ID Refusal Cops. Subscribe to support this work and check out the original channel linked below. Stay until the end to uncover the real lessons hidden in this real traffic stop.
Hello? I'm Officer Rosenfeld of the Carroll Police Department. Do you have your driver's license on you? Thank you. Miss Williams?
Yes.
Okay. The reason I'm stopping you is you failed to maintain your lane a couple times on Alabama Street, and then when you stopped at Alabama and Columbia, you went way past that bulk line and out into the intersection, even when cars were trying to turn left in front of you. All right? You understand that? Miss Williams?
7639.
Is there a reason for that, or? Miss Williams, can you step out of the car for me so we can talk?
For what? I hear you.
Okay. Will you please step out of the car so we can talk?
I hear you. Why do I need to step out of the car? I hear what you're saying.
Keep coming this way, Cody.
I hear what you're saying.
Okay, I understand. All right.
I hear what you're saying.
Yes. So, I just need to talk to you about the situation out here. Can we do that?
I hear what you're saying right now.
I understand that. However, you know, we're in this situation where I have to investigate on my traffic stop, right? And I'm asking you out of the car.
Why do I need to step out of the car to talk to you? I hear what you are saying.
Miss Williams,
I hear what
can
you
I
are saying.
can I ask you, have you had anything to drink tonight?
I have not.
Not even a drop?
I have not had anything to drink. I hear what you are saying.
Okay. So the issue I have, right, is that by your driving, okay, I've had multiple indicators of someone who might be driving impaired, okay? So I'm trying to conduct an investigation towards that. Right?
You asked me to step out of the car to talk. I
Correct.
hear what you are saying. You asked me that.
Yes, ma'am.
You asked me to step out of the car to talk. I hear what you are saying.
Yes, ma'am. Is there any issue with that? Mm-hmm. Is there any issue with stepping out and talking to me?
Why do I need to step out of the car if I hear what you are saying? We are talking now. Why do I need to step out of the car?
Miss Williams, I just want to be very blunt with you, okay? You are legally required to step out of the car on a traffic stop when I ask you to, okay?
You asked me to step out of the car to talk.
Correct.
And now you just gave me an explanation. I will step out of the car.
Yes, ma'am.
But you asked me to step out of the car to talk.
Yes, ma'am.
So now you want me to step out of the car because of the reason why?
So I can investigate if you're under the influence of alcohol or
So
drugs.
you asked me to step out of the car to talk.
Yes, ma'am.
I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
You asked me that after I told you. So now I will step out of the car. I can hear you. You asked me to step out of the car to talk.
Yes, ma'am.
We are talking. There was no reason for me to step out of the car. So now you just gave me a reason. I will step out of the car. You asked me to step out of the car to talk.
Yes, ma'am. You can go ahead when you're ready. Do you have any weapons on you? Anything that'll hurt me? Do you mind leaving your bag in the car for safety reasons? Miss Williams, can you do that for me? Okay. Any weapons on you that might hurt me? Anything like that?
I do have a box cutter.
You have a box cutter?
I do.
Okay. May I remove that from you to make my traffic stop safer for everyone? Can I do that?
Can I remove it, or is something you have to do?
Well, I would prefer to do it.
Can I remove it, or is it something
Where
that
is
you
it? Let's
have to do?
Let's start like this. Where is it?
It is on my side.
On your side?
Yes.
Okay.
We got a female officer here that can do that.
I'm sorry?
There is a female officer that can remove it if you wish.
Can I do it, or do you have to do it?
Because we don't know if it's a gun. We appreciate you being honest, but we can't trust what everybody says out here. Okay. It's for our safety that we remove it. Okay. So you can place your hands up top and she can remove it, and then we can step back there.
Okay. You can remove it.
Okay. You can place your hands right up
You just pop your hands right here for me,
You wanna
please.
do it, let the female do it.
Which side is it? You can remove it. Whoever asks for it first can remove it.
Okay. Is it on this side or on this side? I'm not seeing it. Is it this leather thing right here? That's your belt. I'm not seeing it, ma'am. Here it is. I'm just gonna pop it out there. Okay, I'm just gonna set it in your car, okay? Will you come back here to the front of my car and talk to me?
Can we stay right here?
We cannot. Let's just come back here.
Okay, can I get my phone?
Let's just come back here.
Can someone get my phone
No.
out of the car?
No.
Okay, speak loud, please.
All right, come right here to where my light is. Thank you. Miss Williams, okay, part of my job is to make sure everybody on the road is safe to drive, okay? You're saying that you haven't had anything to drink tonight? Or any illicit
Not had
substances?
anything to drink.
Okay. Miss Williams, you're kind of staring off right now. All right. Have you had any illicit substances?
Could you speak louder, please?
I feel like I'm speaking loud enough. Can you not hear me?
Could you speak louder, please? I have not had anything to drink.
Okay. Have you had any illicit substances?
No.
Any medications that might affect your driving?
No.
Okay. So, as I explained before, okay, the indication, okay, some of the indicators that I saw, all right, before my traffic stop and after, all right, are indicative of impaired driving, okay? So part of my job is to investigate that, okay? I don't mean to inconvenience you tonight. I don't. I really don't. That's the truth. However, I do have a job to do, okay? And part of that job is informing you of multiple indicators of some sort of intoxication. All right? Is there anything in your vehicle that would indicate that you have taken any kind of illicit substances or alcohol?
No.
There's not? Okay.
Officer Rosenfeld stops Miss Williams for a minor traffic infraction, but rapidly escalates the encounter by demanding she exit the vehicle without articulating a clear legal basis. Under Pennsylvania v. Mimms, 1977, officers can lawfully order a driver out during a traffic stop, but the right isn't unlimited. Miss Williams repeatedly asks, why? A protected act under the First Amendment and not grounds for suspicion. Her calm refusal is not obstruction, yet Rosenfeld invokes legal obligation, bordering on coercion without reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime, violating her Fourth Amendment protection against unlawful search and seizure. The mention of indicators of impairment lacks specificity and a cause. When she discloses carrying a box cutter, she cooperates fully, showing no threat. The officer's shifting justifications and insistence on silent compliance reflect police overreach. Citizens must remember, you can ask why, you can film, and unless there's clear suspicion of a crime, your ID and movement cannot be demanded without limits.
Can I ask where you're coming from tonight?
Why am I standing out here? You are asking a lot of questions.
Right.
We are talking. I was in the car and I could hear you. You asked me to step out of the car so that we can talk more. Now you're asking me where I came from.
Correct.
What is the reason why we're standing out here talking?
Because I'm investigating if you're impaired or not.
I am not. I have not had anything.
I wish I could believe everyone that just told me, okay? But I've had a lot of very drunk people tell me that they weren't impaired, okay? So part of my job is to investigate it, okay? I can't take everything as face value. Right?
Why does it matter where I am coming from?
Well,
why does it matter where I am coming from?
will you let me answer, or you wanted to repeat the question? It matters because it's important for my investigation. Okay? It would be different if you were coming from a child's birthday party or if you were coming from a bar, right? If I'm investigating if you're impaired or not, that might be important. So that's why I asked. Would you have a problem doing any kind of roadside field sobriety testing?
I have not had anything to drink.
Okay, can I confirm that?
As far as what?
Roadside field sobriety testing. I understand, but here's the issue, okay? I watched you fail to maintain your lane multiple times, okay? I watched you pull out into an active intersection while the light was red, okay, and cars were coming at you, all right?
On which intersection?
The one right up there, the one you just went through.
What car was coming at me? There was a car that made a left turn.
Correct, in front of you.
Correct.
Coming at you.
And I made a right turn.
Correct.
What other cars were coming?
You had entered in the intersection. That's the car I'm talking about, is the truck, okay? Not only that, but after I turned my blue lights on, we rolled from Little Teapot all the way here. Okay, that doesn't excuse you to drive home on a traffic stop.
What am I being pulled over for?
I just listed everything out.
Because now you are changing it.
I'm not.
You are changing it. You are adding to it.
I'm not.
So where do we go from here? You asked me to step out of the car to talk. I was talking to you while we were in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So now I am outside of the car talking to you. And now you are adding stuff to whatever it is you pulled me over for. I live here.
I understand that.
I put on my hazard lights and I came here. I live here.
Okay. When you're stopped on a traffic stop, you can't just drive home. You got to stop where it's safe to do so. And
Correct.
There was multiple,
here at my apartment.
No, there was multiple safe spots
here
to stop
at my
your vehicle.
apartment is where I felt safe to do so. Thank you.
Okay. Well, there were multiple.
That is a dark road over there. I felt safe to pull here in my apartment.
Regardless, I have multiple traffic infractions and reason to pull you over. I have reason to investigate if you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
Go ahead.
So that's where we're at.
You asked me to speak. I'm speaking with you. That is what we are doing. We are having a conversation.
Yes, ma'am. At this point, I'm not convinced you're not under the influence of some sort of substance, whether
And
that
you
be
asked
alcohol
me
or drugs.
What did you ask me?
Which question you're referring to?
Here we go.
I've asked
Go
you a
ahead.
lot of things.
Correct. Go ahead.
So, the last question I asked you before we had this back and forth was, will you perform standardized field sobriety tests on the side of the road for me to determine if you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs? So yes or no?
And what are the options? So yes or no?
Yes, you perform standardized field sobriety tests. Okay. No, you don't.
And what happens with either?
One, the standardized field sobriety testing is going to allow me to see if you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
Could you speak louder, please?
Or it will prove that you are not under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
Officer Rosenfeld presses Miss Williams about where she is coming from, trying to establish impairment without clear evidence. Under the Fifth Amendment, a citizen has the right not to answer questions that may incriminate them, and under the Fourth Amendment, a traffic stop must remain limited to its original justification unless new reasonable suspicion arises. Miss Williams asserts those rights by calmly questioning why the interrogation continues after she complied with the order to exit the car. Rosenfeld cites lane violations, but repeatedly expands the scope, hinting at intoxication without concrete facts. This tactic risks becoming a fishing expedition, which courts have criticized in Rodriguez v. United States 2015. Her continued refusal to disclose travel details is law citizens should know. They may provide documents required by state law, but can politely decline questions about destination or activities when no.
And what is the other option?
You don't.
And what happens with that?
I'm going to have to keep on investigating my traffic.
As far as what? What do you do from there?
Well, there's a couple things, but right now we're just going to stay with that
I
question.
need you to tell me the other option. It's yes, take the test, or no, and what?
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Officer Puckett, will you please stand with her?
Yep.
Please don't move from that spot.
I will take the test, but what is the other option? Why couldn't I get the other option? What is the other option? I only got a no and you investigate further. So what happened with you? I'm sorry? Okay. What happens with the no, sir?
Just hang tight. Miss Williams? Okay, so what's happening now, all right, is I'm going to have another officer come talk to you for a second, all right, and we're just going to get you on your way. Okay, but before we do that, all right, I want this officer to come talk to you, and then we'll get you on your way, okay?
Why do I need to continue to talk to you all?
Because we're investigating.
Go ahead.
Because we're investigating on our traffic stop. Right?
Go ahead.
That's it. So the officer will be here very, very shortly.
May I sit in my car?
You may not.
It is cold out here.
I understand that.
Okay, so how many officers are out here?
Just 2.
Why do you all need to call someone else if there are already 2 of you out here? Why
Because-
do I need to wait on someone else to come out here to speak with me when I just spoke with you and I spoke with this guy?
So I'll answer that for you. The other officer is specialized in an area that I am not. So I want him to come talk to you.
May I sit in my car,
You may not.
please?
I have already answered that question. You may not.
It is cold out here.
I understand. You're actually wearing more than me. And I'm standing out here just the same as you are. You never told me where you're coming from. Is it something you care to speak on?
How long is the other officer taking?
You should be here very, very shortly. I don't know exactly down to the minute.
May I sit in my car, please?
May not. I've already answered that question.
What is the difference between me standing here and sitting in my car? Someone can stand right there at the window. It is cold out here.
You've already expressed that you do not want to be on this traffic stop. I'm going to express that I don't want to be in a car chase tonight. So I don't feel comfortable letting you sit back in your car until we're finished with our traffic stop.
I'm sorry? Repeat what you just said and speak louder, please.
Sure. You don't feel comfortable being on a traffic stop, and you voiced that you don't want to be on a traffic stop right now. Is that correct?
Repeat what you just said, please.
I just repeated it.
I live here.
I understand that. You said that you... Is it correct to assume that you feel like you don't want to be on a traffic stop? Would it be correct to say that you do not want to be on this traffic stop?
I live here. May I sit in my car, please?
You may not. I've already answered that question.
Thank you. What is protocol when there are 2 officers already here speaking with me? What is the need for a 3rd officer to come out here?
So he specialized in an area that I am not. That's why I want him to speak with you. I'll be right back.
Miss Williams agrees to the sobriety test, but insists on clarity about the alternative. Officer Rosenfeld avoids a direct answer and instead prolongs the detention, calling in a 3rd officer for specialization. Under Rodriguez v. United States, 2015, a traffic stop must not be extended beyond its original mission without independent reasonable suspicion. Keeping Ms. Williams outside in the cold, denying her request to return to her vehicle, and delaying resolution without clear legal cause may constitute unlawful detention. Her repeated, calm requests and the officer's vague justification highlight a power imbalance. The officer's mention of not wanting a car chase tonight is speculative and prejudicial. This moment reflects a core tension in police when authority exceeds legal limits. Citizens should remember that refusal to waive comfort or privacy is not resistance. Extended detentions must meet clear constitutional standards.
Hey, how are you? Doing good. You alright? What's your name? Okay.
maybe you're stressed or...
It's cold out here.
Yeah. Just a second. Where are you headed from tonight?
Okay, on the highway.
Where you working at?
It's got to be the weirdest traffic stop ever.
Sorry, 218. I have a 1046 keys at the Foundry. There's no discipline wells or animals, but the complainant scared into the recess 137. She's advised that you can physically see her keys in the vehicle. Four over. There. I'm sorry, I used to work at Coffee. I'll handle that. 10-4, thank you.
You don't take any medication or anything like that?
No.
You don't have any medical conditions? Can you look at me in the eyes for a second? You're making it hard for me to do my job. Yeah, because
schedule.
Yeah, free jackets.
Here.
It is cold out here.
Like I said, the quicker we get done, the quicker we can go. I don't know, so she got medically, I don't know what it is.
Maybe autism. I don't know. I just don't know. Plus, I mean, I had a lot of.
She's got rigid.
There were some. Yeah. Yeah. Just so many pre-stop indicators and post-stop indicators. I don't know. Yeah, she's here. Miss Williams, if I could direct your attention, okay? I'm fixing to let you go, okay? However, I do have 2 citations for you, okay? That's for the... You can turn this way if you want to look at the citations. Okay. So, there's one for the traffic light, running the red light, I mean, and then failure to maintain lane, okay? Those are 2 citations that you'll be getting tonight, all right? The court date is 14th of March at 11:15. That's the same court date on both citations. Okay? I'm going to put an X here. Do you wish to sign them? By signing them, it's not an admission of guilt. It's just stating you understand that there's a court date and you need to handle it before then or go.
And what are the options?
If you don't sign it, I'm going to write refuse to sign, and then I'm going to give you your copy, and then you're free to go. Same thing.
So what are the options?
So you can either sign it or not sign it. Either way, you're going to be free to go.
Since when did I have to sign a ticket out? Since when did I have to sign a ticket on a traffic stop?
Since always. In fact, up until a short time ago, if you didn't sign the ticket, you'd be arrested. But we don't do that anymore, so it's up to you.
I will take the tickets, thank you.
Okay. Here are your 2 copies. You're free to go. Here.
Thank you.
The third officer questions Miss Williams using vague psychological assessment, suggesting autism without clinical authority. This approach raises serious ethical concerns under ADA protections, Americans with Disabilities Act, and violate professional boundaries. Despite showing no signs of intoxication or erratic behavior, Miss Williams is detained nearly 30 minutes without arrest. Eventually, Officer Rosenfeld returns and issues 2 citations, a failure to maintain lane and running a red light. She's told signing is optional and not an admission of guilt, which aligns with due process. However, his prior statement that refusal once led to arrest contradicts the principle of voluntary consent. This prolonged, coercive interaction highlights a misuse of police discretion. No evidence of DUI is found. The original stop lacked escalation justification. Citizens should understand compliance does not waive your rights, and psychological probing during a traffic stop without cause may cross constitutional lines. Officer Rosenfeld's overall conduct earns a C. While he followed basic procedures, he escalated unnecessarily, delayed release, and invoked questionable reasoning without solid procrastinator. His refusal to clarify options and vague medical probing through another officer borders on overreach. Miss Williams, despite emotional strain, remained calm, firm, and lawfully inquisitive. Her conduct earns a B+ for standing her ground without resistance. Key laws involved include the 4th Amendment, right to remain / seizure, 5th Amendment, right to remain silent, and Rodriguez v. United States, limits on extending a traffic stop. Citizens should ask clear questions, document interactions, and refuse unlawful orders calmly. Let this video remind us, compliance is not submission, and asserting your rights is not a crime. For more legal breakdowns like this, subscribe to ID Refusal Cops and support the original channel linked below. Your awareness is your protection.